Oh, yo. Oh.
This is a channel catfish, one of the most beloved sport fish in all of the United States. They grow bigger than most other freshwater fish and they don't require much gear to catch, so they are a very fun fish to target. But have you ever thought about how they actually get that big? Today, I'm going to go over the fascinating species that is the channel catfish. And if you stick around to the end, you'll have a better understanding of how channel catfish work so that you can catch them easier yourself. To truly understand channel catfish, we need to go back to the beginning of their life. Channels start breeding in the late spring and early summer when the temperature reaches about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Males tend to go to shady places like this to wait for females to lay their eggs. The female will come and lay thousands of eggs, which the male will then fertilize and protect until they hatch. Baby channels tend to have black spots across their entire body. This is what gave the channel catfish its Latin name Ictalurus punctatus. This translated means spotted fish cat. Now we can get into the more interesting stuff. How does this baby catfish eventually turn into this monster? It's actually quite interesting. The main reason why they get so big is because of their amazing sense to find food in the water. The first and most basic way the catfish find food in the water is with their barbels or whiskers. A typical channel catfish has 4 small barbels coming out of the bottom lip, 1 on each side of the mouth and 2 on the top lip. Catfish go along the bottom of the water while feeling with their barbels to sense food. This lets them easily detect bait like worms that just sit on the bottom. The next reason channels get so big is because of their taste buds. Unlike humans, catfish don't actually have tongues. They actually have taste buds across their entire body, which is why they are sometimes called a swimming tongue. These taste buds let them taste around in the water just while they're swimming, which makes an easy meal. Channels also have a lateral line along their torso which lets them detect small vibrations in the water. This lets them detect struggling prey even from long distances. This is the same reason why they will sometimes come after vibrating lures like inline spinners. The last and most important reason why channels get so big is their incredible sense of smell. Comparable to a shark, catfish can smell food from super long distances. This is why they are able to still thrive in murky and polluted conditions such as Utah Lake. This keen sense of smell lets them track down food from very long distances, and is probably the biggest reason why they get so big. Now that we understand all about the channel catfish, how do we apply that to how we fish for them? First off, you have to make sure that you're using the right bait. Because of their amazing sense of smell that we talked about earlier, stinky baits like shrimp, chicken liver, and worms work very well. The rule of thumb is that your bait should be something meaty that has a very strong smell. The next big thing that we can do to increase the amount of channels we catch is adjust our rig. A lot of people will just put their bait on a bobber, but that doesn't work very well. The best rig is a Carolina rig where you have your bait under a swivel with weights on top. This lets you cast out really far while letting your bait sink so that the catfish can access it easier. The last major thing that you can do to catch more channel cats is adjust your spot. Catfish rely heavily on their sense of smell, which means that they let food come to them. This makes boat marinas and areas where rivers connect to lakes great spots for catfish. The wicks coming into these areas attract lots of food that catfish love. And that's all I got for you. I hope that this video motivated you to go out and catch a channel catfish for yourself because they're so cool. If you learned something new from this video or enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot and you can always change your mind. With that said, thank you all for watching and check out some of these videos on screen if you haven't already.